Namaste. Welcome and greetings. I am Magick. It's gonna stop a virus. No. This
Got y'all listening now. Some witchcraft for that ass. Too late to turn away. Abracadabra and all that good shit. Yo. Hocus pocus, got you focused on my rhyme. Simply easy, now I'm eating couch potatoes, I recline. No, I'm joking as I'm toking power puffs at Pokeos. Till my town and villa filled with ganja smoke, you know the dope. Coming out my pipes, talking about the bones in my throat. With the mic, I'm casting curses every night, you know the scope. Got my spells handy. You may call it the phone, but when I'm done reciting, you'll give me the keys to the throne. Then I'll take my keys to go home. Didn't say I was done. While rush to end it all, it feels amazing to have won. I'm not planning to ball, but why not take the chance to stunt? No, I don't need it all. Can think for thing I don't want. Do I worship the sun? Or sold my soul for the tongue? Or dead since I was young? Or got some voodoo done?
Namaste. Peace and blessings, brothers and sisters. What's going on? How is everybody? Namaste to the missus. You know, she's going to be here. The support system. What's up, Ultra Instinct? Good to see you, brother. What's the deal? The weekend is here. Hopefully, y'all are having a great day. Had a great week. Day is Thursday. Day of Jupiter. Got my blue on. Day of prosperity, abundance, and get those money rituals in. I am the one and only Magick. What's up, Tosh? What's going on? What's the weather like in Chicago? Like I was telling you the other day, the Chicago artists, they just don't get the props I think they deserve. Like, I was about to say Ultra Instinct, but Crucial Conflict should have blew up just like Bone Thugs and Harmony did. I don't know why that happened. What's up, Katrina? Peace to the homie Katrina. Peace and blessings. Happy Guru Panama, man. I consider you one of my gurus and give you that. Namaste. I appreciate you saying that. Thank you so much. What's up, Dom? Dom in the house. Namaste, Katrina again. What is the deal? It's actually pleasant today. How's Texas? Texas is hot all the time, basically. As far as summer is concerned, there's really not a whole bunch of relief during the summer months. It's hot here. It's really hot. I don't know why anybody would actually want to live here, except it really is one of the best places to live. It actually lives by being an actual republic. So it's hot. You know, it's like 92 degrees. Let's see, what is it? It's 94 degrees, but you always add 10 degrees to Texas weather. So it's about 104. You know, I get in my car and I'm burning my hand just touching the steering wheel. So yeah, it's hot. It's hot. For any of you who have student loans, I don't know how true this clip is, but I wanted to share it with y'all anyway. I believe the homie Katrina gave it to me. So let's look at this clip. It's 47 seconds long. It's not long at all. Let's check this out.
They were not lying, y'all. They weren't lying about this one. There was a Black creator that got on here like a couple months ago, and she said that if you file a dispute using some credit law or something, and that if you say Elon this and Elon that you could get your student loans removed from your credit report. I thought it was bullshit, but I said, hey, got nothing else to lose. Let me just try it anyways. Well, I just woke up to an email from Experian. We're not lying. I'm going to try my hardest to find the username of the creator that I used because I followed her video step by step and it worked. So I'm going to try and tag her specifically because I know it worked. It really worked.
So I will get more information on that and get back to you. What's up, Princess? How are you? I like that picture of you right there. What's up, Chikezi? Peace. Ugh. Peace, Michael Serret. What's the deal? Angelus Carter, how's it going? What's the deal? He said, sheesh. Like I said, it's almost the weekend. So, yeah. Anybody got plans? Anybody going to see these recycled? I forget what you said, Legacy Segment. I know it was you. You said something about the reason. It was either you or Brother Moore that said the reason that they had to recycle all these old movies. Like they're coming out with Superman again. They're coming out with Fantastic Four. They're coming out with the Smurfs with Rihanna as Smurfette. I mean, I'm just saying, I grew up with Smurfs, and Smurfette had a feminine voice, last I remember. But anyway, what's up, Lloyd? What's the deal? Peace, peace. Here for a moment. Okay, well there you go, Brother Moore. Any buck moon rituals you suggest for tonight? Um, Moon rituals, anything dealing with mind magic or mental magic is what I suggest. Like rituals that have to do with clairvoyance or, astral travel, divination, anything that's mental is what I suggest as far as full moon rituals. I'm always going to suggest just that. Going to the botanic, I can't find no candles. You can't find no candles. You can find candles, like we have a local grocery chain here called HEB. You can find those anywhere. You can't find candles, really? Yeah, that was more. I thought so. Mm. You going to go see it? Oh, really? Okay. Tell me how it is. Fantastic Four, I no, because I already see what that's about. You know what I'm saying? The Silver Surfer now, for some odd reasons, a female. Yes, they're coming out with old movies, and the only one I'm excited to see, I Know What You Did Last Summer. Really? Okay. All right. Let me know how that is. Honestly. Rituals tonight gonna allow the movies that come out be trash. I would go to the movies, but nothing be hitting no more. Because I think they ran out of ideas, to be quite honest. I really think Hollywood has run out of ideas. And I remember something that Azazel Bay said. He said that there was no more information coming from Sirius. That's something he said. Got it. So whether that's true or not, think about it. The movies be trash, just like you said. The music is trash. No originality. Everybody sounds the same. Could be right. They're redoing the Running Man? Huh. The game. Is that the one with Michael Douglas? Is that the one you're talking about? Yo, day before yesterday, I broke down Gargamel out of nowhere. Okay. You can get your student loans adjusted to as low as you want a month to whatever you can afford. You can also offset your payments for 6 months at the graduations. I think that's when you're just graduating. I think what he's talking about is those of those of students or graduates who have been out for a while and having problems paying their student loans. That's what I think. I'm not sure, but so y'all know I watch One Piece also. And don't forget Solo Leveling, Castlevania, Black Clover, Hunter x Hunter. And when I noticed this newest arc that I just started, this newest arc has a new character called Brooke, right? And this is an actual skeleton with an afro. And I'm just now finding out who he is. And the skeleton is actually one of the first things he said to Nami is to see her panties. And all I could think about was Baron Samedi. I remember Baron Samedi from the voodoo pantheon. He's a sexual being. No, the dollar store near me has cheap candles right now. Their stock is until next Monday. Ah, okay, I see. You agree? Okay. I'm salty. I missed Thunderbolts. The comics be having some occult gems. Endgame drop. Then see. Oh yeah, yeah. I got you. The original cast is in it, so that's why reboots be okay-ish with the original characters. I saw Jennifer Love Hewitt and Freddie Prinze Jr. I didn't see the other two. I forget the other girl's name. And Ryan, whatever his name, Ryan Felipe or whatever his name, he's not in it. So we'll see. The last redo that I enjoyed all of was Point Break. Okay. AI will be the calculator for our common sense. I totally agree with that. They set the tone of magic in my for world events. Usually it's a dog whistle for world events. Changes on the undermine you. It's a good way to hypnotize the masses, though, who aren't aware. Okay. They're also trying to do the cruel's intent. What? Are they remaking that? Really? Jesus. I'm just glad they ain't touched Twin Peaks. Never even seen that. Hell's Paradise. Yes. I need to look into that one. That one looks really, really interesting. Oh, and heads up, the next time Ani comes on the show, that's what we'll be tackling. We'll be talking about anime. Yes, Michael. Okay, in the movie, his brother set up a rich person entertainment that basically pushes you to off yourself. Never seen it. I think I will see it. Point Break. Okay. Greetings, Melanin Mommy. How are you? I know Brandy. Brandy's gonna be in it. Okay, I didn't see her in the ad. Okay, okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. All right. What else has Katrina sent me? Oh, yeah. Out of the mouth of babes. Check out this clip right here. Out of the mouth of babes.
Okay, this is my last video. And then I'm going night-night. You want to know what's funny? When we are little, all the grown-ups tell us to be nice to our friends. But grown-ups don't be nice to their friends. And then y'all say, love y'all brother. Love y'all sister. But y'all be mean to y'all brother and sister. Y'all always say, play nice. Be fair. Share. No fighting. Take care of your brother and your sister. Don't say bad words. All kind of stuff. But what kind? Y'all not gonna do that. Y'all don't treat people like y'all want to be treated. But y'all teach us too. You know what, grown-ups? I think y'all need to go back to the basics. Cause something ain't right. Okay, this is my last.
Oh, wow. That was too cute. She said something ain't right. The new Cruel Intentions. Oh, man. Yeah, I agree with the dollar. If you can help it, don't go to the dollar store to get your 7-day candles. They don't last 7 days. They last maybe 3. They cheap, but they cheaply made too. You get what you pay for when it comes to dollar store candles. All right. Smoke is extremely toxic. I wish someone would make a beeswax version. Then they would have to charge more for it though. The quality of the ingredients got to reflect the cost. Right, y'all friends. That was too cute. That was too cute. All right, so yeah, we're on a full moon, I believe. And so this is a good time to get those rituals in, you know. Yep, it's full moon. But that is the reason someone asked earlier, right? Right. It's full moon. Don't forget 3 days prior and 3 days after is full moon energy. So you can use that if you want to get in those full moon rituals. Proof that children can teach us many lessons. Totally agree. Putting your candlesticks in the freezer keeps them from dripping. Didn't know that. That one I did not know. Okay. Here's something that you can do. It has nothing to do with the full moon, but here is a book from one of my favorites. It is Carl Nagel, the um, the occultist from Australia. One of my favorites. He calls this one the magical talismans of the ancient gods of Rome. Check that out. Okay. The occult secret of Jacob's ladder. Right. Basically, the magic is created by a process similar to what I wrote in The Angel of Death. This is 2014, so this is kind of old. In the AOD, I had the angel lifting the reader up by hand. And working with Jacob's ladder, you will either be reaching out with your hand to be helped up the ladder by angelic beings to achieve your desires, or reaching down the ladder to rescue a fallen angel from hell and give it the chance to walk the earth again by helping you to achieve your desires. On the next few pages, you will find petitions which you can make to the angels of Jacob's ladder. Upon receiving your petitions, the angels will lift you from poverty to prosperity, from uncertainty to optimistic happiness. Each petition is complete and self contained. All information and special requirements are contained in each petition. No need to go back and forth through the booklet to find what you need to do. Speak only one petition every day at the same time until a result is achieved. During this time, take careful note of your dreams, as the angels of Jacob's ladder may reveal the answer you seek in your dreams. Before I go further, this could be something that you can do for the full moon. Remember, magic is magic is magic. You don't have to do something just based on it being a full moon ritual or it being titled that. You can do it at any time. This is one of the most powerful days that occultists use for magic because that full moon energy is strong. See what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go back to it right now. So one of the petitions I'm going to share with y'all, okay, is who else or what else? Rituals to get money. Where's the highlight? Okay. All right, so I guess that's it. You select a room where you be undisturbed as you petition the angels to bring you money. Position a cushion, and today is Thursday, and the full moon, or some other kneeling pad in a room where it feels right for you. You are now ready to start. Say, I call on thee, O angels, who stand atop Jacob's ladder to assist me. I state my purpose thus. Ankar, Yod, Hey, Vav, Hey. I call upon you at my darkest hour to raise me up into the light. It is at this moment you must visualize Jacob's ladder before you, the top of which disappears into fluffy white clouds. See it as clearly as you can. It glows with beautiful golden light. When you have the image of Jacob's ladder clear in your mind, imagine you are climbing it until you have reached midway between the floor and the clouds. Say, in the power of the names, Yehovah Elohim and Adonai, I ask thee to bring me gold. Let money come to me. Rejoice in the names Eheyah and Shaddai Elkai. So mote it be. Now, imagine you're reaching out with your hand to help up Jacob's ladder by an angelic being helping you to achieve your desires. When you're standing on the next rung of the ladder, give thanks to the angelic beings for hearing your call and remove the image from your mind. Due to certain esoteric concepts, it is important the mind game of being helped up the ladder is played out. You must, quote unquote, feel yourself moving up the ladder as you imagine the angel holding your hand in his. Or if you wish to rescue a fallen angel from hell and give him the chance to walk the earth by helping you to achieve your material desires, reach down the ladder until you feel something grab your hand and help the fallen angel climb up the ladder. All right, so remember, I always say these modern day grimoires, and that includes this one, even though it's older, it's 2014. These modern day grimoires, they never give you the full details of everything. Okay. I'll stand on that most of these modern grimoires are coded and that they're not for beginners. You should know the prerequisite of actually doing a ceremonial magic ritual. Okay. Do I have a book about the pygmies? I don't think I do. I was never interested in them, to be quite honest. I don't think I do. I will look for you, though. I will look. So I'm such a nice guy. What's up, William West? Cheers. I'm doing some Juno Moneto incantations tonight. Going to add that in. That's what's up. That's what I'm talking about. Get them in. You know what I mean? Perfect day. Jupiter in the Jupiter hours, even more perfect. Or the sun in the Jupiter day can also work wonders. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to another clip.
Please name 3 countries in North America.
I don't think there's no countries in North America.
Whoa, is North America not a country in itself?
What the fuck is North America? Is Europe one?
No! I thought we in North America right now, in the United States.
Okay, so that's...
So Nevada.
The United States of America. That's it.
That's gotta be racist.
North America. Okay, Brazil.
I thought America was a country.
I need a better question.
America is a country.
Alaska.
Who?
Canada, U.S., Canada, Mexico, America,
like us,
Mexico,
Mexico and Canada.
Africa, Canada, United States, Australia. Oh my gosh, man. Please name.
Oh my. So, North America is a continent. United States, Mexico, and Canada are the countries that's in North America. Whew, I think I learned that in grade school. I'm pretty sure I did. So, yeah. There's your future, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. Oh, my God. Whew. The answers they was giving. Somebody said Brazil. Like, you're kidding, right? Lord have mercy. What's up, Sister Righteous? These people is stupid. I had to do a pause for real. I had to. He hit the laugh straight to the pause, right? I did. That's just where we at, that they don't know this shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. So this is why somebody said, not only did somebody say Brazil, somebody else said Australia. Fellas, take this round. Wow. That's our fellow Americans. No laughing matter. Yeah, but yeah. Blissfully ignorant, right? And they laugh about it. Well, I was just saying this to somebody too, that, you know, stupidity and retardation is now celebrated. So congratulations to the world out here. We now celebrate being stupid and looking up to stupid people and being ignorant and being just lost when it comes to everything. Yeah. Magic, could someone possibly do a return to sender on a Venus to send back betrayals? You can return to sender. If someone sends something to you, yes, you can always send something back. But on a Venus is where you lost me. What do you mean by that? That's conditioning and it's intentional. Someone said Africa. Yeah. On a Venus day? Oh, you can do it on any day. But My thing is, if you're just starting out, to use the planetary days, for their purpose. If you're just starting out, remember, you don't go from starting to a master right away. You gotta learn some stuff first. You know what I mean? So yeah, Africa. Yeah, somebody said Africa. I believe somebody said Africa. Oh, I like this comment. This comment said, "These the type of questions y'all need to ask on the first date. Y'all lives may turn out differently." I see my son has liked this. Okay, all right. Let's go to a grimoire or something. Let's get off that. I found a book too that some of y'all might be interested in. It's called The Matrix Warrior. Right. I found some interesting things as I was scrolling through it. I was like, maybe I'll share this with the live. It's called Matrix. I don't know where I got it from. Honestly, I have no idea where I got it. It says being the one. Um, let's go to my highlights. I'm always highlighting something. Okay. All right. Well, I wanted to go first. Oh, this is his acknowledgments. And he acknowledges some people. He acknowledged Carlos Castaneda. Okay. He acknowledged the Wachowski brothers, Keanu, Carrie Ann, the rest of the crew of the Matrix. All right. So he says, energy is the only life and is from the body, and reason is the bound or outward circumference of energy. Energy is eternal delight. What is now proved was once only imagined. Everything possible to be believed is an image of truth. The ancient tradition that the world will be consumed in fire at the end of 6,000 years is true, as I've heard from hell. For the cherub with his flaming sword is hereby commanded to leave his guard at the tree of life, and when he does, the whole creation will be consumed and appear infinite and holy, whereas it now appears finite and corrupt. If the doors of perception were cleansed, everything would appear to man as it is, infinite. For man has closed himself up till he sees all things through narrow chunks of his cavern. Man, by his reasoning power, can only compare and judge of what he has already perceived. From a perception of only three senses or three elements, none could deduce a fourth or fifth. Man's desires are limited by his perceptions. None can desire what he has not perceived. All right. And it has some very interesting chapters in here. Okay. But let's go to the highlight text. Okay. It was not just the movie and experiments. If you have not watched They Live, I suggest you do. If you have not watched Dark City, I suggest you do, along with The Matrix and the Animatrix. These three beliefs right here. Check this out. Such a belief may not be as deranged as it first appears, nor necessarily a cause for concern on the part of these kids' parents, already fearing that the gulf between the generations is extending into infinity. These kids may be crazy, but they aren't stupid. They know all about myth and legend, even if they don't know Pan from Dionysus or Young from Joseph Campbell. They know about intellectual exercises, or head games as they call them. And they know that all of this is metaphor. They grope instinctively that the message will have lost a great deal of its purity by being filtered down to us through the various media channels, i.e., the Matrix, but appreciate that the essence miraculously has survived intact. This essence might be reduced to three basic facts or acceptances. This world is a prison, a world woven out of our own thoughts, dreams, fears, and desires in order to blind us to the truth of ourselves. We are slaves. We have no more say in our choices, our lives, and our destinies than cattle that are herded or chickens in their coop. We are at the mercy of forces we cannot even begin to comprehend, forces that definitely do not have our welfare at heart. And three, humanity is a food source, and the world as we know it is simply the elaborate, intricate mechanism by which we are distracted from this fact. The world is a farm, and we are the livestock. All our dreams then are dreams of meat on its way to being eaten. Okay. And then they got this little graph here. The world is an illusion designed to blind us to the truth. We are slaves, bred and kept for one purpose. We are food. You know what I'm saying? So, and then it goes into the red pill and it goes more into the stuff. But I like what it says here. Movies are the ultimate art form, and a movie like The Matrix combines punk sensibility with philosophical insights, kung fu mysticism, conspiracy theory, occultism, mass destruction, cheek, psychedelic dream imagery and effects, paranoid awareness, and last but not least, a messianic message of redemption. As such, it is now for younger generations, at least, the holy book of our times. It's a really interesting book. I probably will put it in the Patreon. Okay. Peace. Lick. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that because I don't know what I don't know what that's gonna say. Idiocracy. We made it. Yes, exactly. What does 144,000 mean to you? It means it's a number. I'm not even being funny. It's just a number. Sending back energy for betrayals, heartbreak, that type of deal. Return to sender spells is what you're asking me, right? But yeah, they exist. Full moon in Capricorn tonight. My sun and rising sun. Full power tonight, baby. Yeah. That's where the Doors, the band, got their name. What's up, Cosmic Chaos? In Eden, aka Eden. There's a book y'all might be interested in, and it might disturb you. It is called Eaters of Children. If you still are wandering around and just living your life day to day, not agreeing with what I just read, then so be it. The messages that I bring to you are the right people with the right mindset will navigate towards these messages. I've said this often that I didn't say we are food. I said that we are on a farm. Okay. We are livestock and they play with us as they will. You know what I'm saying? All these agendas is orchestrated. You know what I'm saying? All these superheroes, these so-called black heroes or whatever, they've been given to us. All of them. Every single one of them. Yep, I said it. Just got back. Is this the Val Valerian Matrix books? No, but that's a good series of books also. Could you make a video on how to properly understand the Mayan calendar? Like a full guide breakdown would be greatly appreciated. How to break down, to understand the Mayan calendar? I will think about it. What is it you're trying to figure out, Lick? Watch Fellini's La Strada. Amazing film. Like elixir. Is that how you say it? Is that how you say it? Elixir, elixir. Okay, yeah, duh. Thanks for the assist, brother Moore. Okay, all right. I'll accept that. All right, there's another one I want y'all to let's see. It's called. This one is a great book. Just came upon this one. All right. It's called the Watkins Dictionary of Magic. All right. The Watkins Dictionary of Magic. There are over 500 freaking pages on this book. Okay. 500. All right. Check this out. Look at this. Over 3,000 entries on the world of magical formulas, secret symbols, and the occult. Okay. Check this out. What it says about the archangels. Remember, supernatural. If you're looking for, God damn it. If you're looking for information on or TV shows or series that talk about the angels, I would highly suggest Supernatural. The Winchester Boys. God, we're gonna have to do this the hard way. This is being funny. Everything that you could think of is in this book as far as occult descriptions. Is Abraxas. Let's see. Because this is not taking me to the highlighted text like I'm trying to get to. Anyway, like I said, we're going to have to go through it the hard way. All these occult terms are in this particular book right here. Let's see. Since it's okay, there we go. Don't forget also the book. I'm sorry, the movie called Gabriel, Archangel. In non-biblical Jewish and Christian tradition, a great angel. The book of Enoch identifies 7 archangels: Uriel, Raphael, Michael, Gabriel, Raguel, Zarachiel, and Remiel. They were sometimes said to be 7 archangels assigned to the 7 heavens, named as Uriel, Raphael, Michael, Gabriel, Jophiel, Zadkiel, and Samael. Samael was identified as Satan. Samael is also one of the entities in the Clipper. According to the book of Revelation, because Satan desired to be as great as God, there was a war in the heavens, and Satan, which deceived the whole world, was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. In the Jewish mystical tradition, represented by the Kabbalah, the archangels attributed to the 10 emanations on the tree of life are Metatron, Ratziel, Zadkiel, Kamael, Raphael, Haniel, Michael, Gabriel, and Sandalphon. Islam, isn't this interesting right here? Islam also recognizes 4 archangels: Gabriel, Michael, Azrael, and Israfil. Okay. Not the greater key of Solomon, but the grand key of Solomon. What we talking about, jinn. The Islamic equivalent of the fallen angel is the devil Iblis, who, as Azazel, was formerly close to God but fell into disgrace for neglecting God's command that he pay homage to Adam. Archetype, in the psychology of Carl Jung, a primordial image found in the collective unconscious. According to Jung, archetypes appear in mystical visions as sacred or mythic beings and have the power to seize hold of the psyche with a kind of primeval force. Archetypes are often personifications of process or events in nature. For example, the sun hero or lunar goddess, or universal expressions of family roles. Example, the great father and great mother. Jung believed that mythic images have an autonomous existence in the psyche. This concept is important for religious, magical, and mystical thought because historically archetypal visions have often been regarded by mystics as personal revelations from an external divine source. For Jung, however, such experiences could be regarded as an expression of most profound depths of the psyche. See also Myth and Solar Gods. This book is actually, this is great. This book is really on point. So yeah, I'll probably put this in Patreon. Zo boy, what's the deal? You watching Roots? You all right. So Righteous Love, Supernatural, she watching it all the time. They are up to 15 seasons. I stopped somewhere around season 6. I will probably pick it back up. But the knowledge they have about the angels is on point in the way they portray the angels, particularly Raphael. All right. If you watch The Wire, the angel that represents, or the actor who represents Raphael in Supernatural is, what was his name in The Wire? His name is shit. He's the one who created Amsterdam. That police. He wasn't a lieutenant. He was higher than that, captain or something, major. He was a major. I can't remember his name. Colvin. The actor who played Major Colvin is the one who plays the angel Raphael. It's hard to get into. Really? Supernatural? A lot of knowledge and roots. All right. You think Romeo is in Sandman? I gotta get to that. I really gotta get to that. I want to get it more in it, but 10 seasons is daunting. Really. Like I said though, One Piece, all I could think about, this new character is called Brook. He's a skeleton, a literal skeleton. And he has an afro and he's a sexual being. And these descriptions that this I gotta see more of the character, but the descriptions so far remind me of Baron Samedi. If you never heard me give you the example, I wanted to get rid of somebody at a job, right? A supervisor, overbearing supervisor, right? So what I did, I went to the crossroads at night, petitioned Baron Samedi. I took offerings at night to a crossroads in a very secluded area. I was scared out of my mind. I am not gonna lie. I really was, but I saw the ritual through, and 30 days later, she was gone. Right? Because I didn't want. Because after I consulted with the guy who was teaching me voodoo magic at the time, he said, "Nah, Baron Simon's not going to kill her." He said, "But he will help you get rid of her." I said, "Okay, that's all I want. I don't want her to die." You know what I mean? So 3 days prior to her leaving, I had a really intense astral. I was more of an observer, and this woman, she was on a big ship at night, and it was raining and stormy, and she was running all around this ship. I still remember this. This was, I want to say it was 20 years ago, but she was running all the way all around the ship looking for a way off the ship. She was the only one on the ship. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting here looking at this. It was completely dark. She was out of her mind. She's frightened and everything. And 3 days later, after I had that vision, or if whatever you want to call it, she was gone. No explanation, no nothing. She just left. Okay. So there's power in crossroads rituals. All right. You got to be willing to go out there and leave offerings and say incantations and so on and so forth. Troll. Peace, Rayshawn Justice. What's the deal? Are there some people who have the original royal bloodline of the old one, guys? Like, is there people now like me or you who have the original royal bloodline? And, huh? I'm not understanding your question. I'm old. So, no, I didn't take it as disrespect. But when you said there's knowledge and roots, I'm like, what? I'm not being funny either. I'm seriously not being funny. What knowledge can you gain from roots? Don't even answer. Don't answer. But that was me just making light of the moment. I don't mean any disrespect either. I don't like to disrespect my audience. Okay. But I don't, if you say so, I mean, if you say there's knowledge in roots, so be it. Yeah, he got to be trolling. Roots, I don't see how trauma. I didn't want to say that. I didn't want to say that. I really, really didn't want to say that. But I'm with Brother Moore here. How's trauma porn, if that even happened? And it's been debunked that none of that happened. You know what I'm saying? And Alex Haley was found to be an agent. I don't even want to go into this whole thing. You know what I mean? So, um, yeah. Not a tough. I'm sorry, man. Don't take it that way. Don't take it that way. Don't take it about as being a rough crowd. We just thinkers here. That's all. Okay? We just thinker. And to roots to us, if it happened, if any of that shit happened, it is trauma porn for us. I remember seeing roots and hating white people automatically. It's been hard to find crossroads around the way. I traveled. I happened to be working in a area around a post, and it was way out of the way. I will find a crossroads. I will, if I need to go to a crossroads, I will find it. William West, don't take it. We're not being funny though. Seriously, we're not being funny. Okay, don't take it that way. Glad to have you here. But we're just thinkers. We think outside the box here. That's all. If you buy a Mojo bag, should you charge the bags? It would be a good idea to do that because people handling stuff usually leave their energy imprints on it. So another book. I'm full of books, ain't I? But I'll get to it after this clip. Let's look at Bobby real quick. Shout out to Bobby Hemmett. I want y'all to listen to what Bobby Hemmett says here. Okay.
Now we got black people stepping and shit, step teams and stuff, talking about their faces. The key what I'm trying to say is, never blow your cover. I've been undercover for these years, and these people are giving me thousands of documents. You know what I'm saying? Thinking I'm a good nigga. You see what I'm saying? But never blow your cover. And all of a sudden, so I'm up in there and I start talking all this stuff, and the white boy looking at me like, damn, you know about Crawley, you know about all this? He said, I've been off. I said, well, he said, I've never heard of a black person talking like this. And I said, well, I said, okay, cool, whatever the deal is. I'm not going to be seeing you that, but it's amazing. The white boy always tells me. So the white boy came up to me and he was saying, man, he said, look, we got a war going on in all our secret society. He told me about a year ago, he said, my secret society, part of my secret society at Camden Park, Georgia, was part of the whole Illuminati. So we're talking about one of the people that's actually part of this whole thing that's ruling people. And he came out and said, stop out and take this white boy told me this shit. You see what I'm saying? So the white boy was talking. He was talking. And he said, we got all these fights. He said, but what I did is that I logged on the internet. So we got this black Lilite, that's what they call the whole Crawley society. You was talking about me. Black Lilite, ladies and gentlemen, found in Atlanta. So they was trying to say, the people are all please, get the hell out of here. Ain't no black people know this shit. I was trying to tell him. So he came up to me and he said, look, they fighting and all. He said, meanwhile, they're going to be some black groups going to rise up. They're going to show them all some shit. And so many words, he was trying to get me to come along with him. You see what I'm saying? Trying to recruit me, talking all night, trying to get me in because they need somebody to save them. Because they weren't scared. Like, take for instance, it's 75 degrees right now. And it's only a few days from November. You don't find that shit strange? I don't care where you are. You know what I'm saying? You don't find that strange. I get on the doggone plane and the only thing I gotta take is a sweater. You know what I mean? It's a little cool tonight, but this is still strange. And they know what time it is. You see what I'm saying? So therefore, they're looking for somebody to save them. So we're gonna deal with what we're gonna deal with on this particular part is we're gonna deal with the esoteric things that the Moors introduced into Spain. You know that the whole Moor thing goes back millions of years, but we're talking about this esoteric stuff. The occultic and telling you New Age and secret societies, and you thinking it's all white people stuff. And all this stuff is the stuff that they preserve. You see what I'm saying? So there we take instance like the whole Halloween thing, the Halloween. That's a Moorish holiday.
Listen.
That's a Moorish holiday. The whole Halloween is a journey into the underworld. The underworld that you're thinking is hell or some ghouls and goblins. If you break it down esoteric, it just means the deepest part of your subconscious mind. And everything is based on your subconscious mind. You see what I'm saying? What you call life is only a reflection of the subconscious aspect. So the subconscious mind is everything. That's called the mental. You see what I'm saying? We never go to those particular parts and bring it back down to the deepest part of the psyche of the body. You see what I'm saying? We think it's some mystical place. But it's not necessarily that. So your whole Halloween, what you call Halloween, was introduced by the Lord. You see what I'm saying? It's talking about the whole underworld. And what does it mean? It means you have the whole summer months. And you have all of this particular energy, Sirius rising. Then in the fall equinox, you have what is called the great harvest of these energies. And then you have it going into the underworld, and you have this ongoing
what it is, these secret societies, based on what the Lords have brought in, is still doing the same pattern of some type of ritualistic worship that was taught to them in the 16 universities in Spain.
All right, Brother Bobby. Brother Bobby. Shout out to Brother Bobby. Okay. Where we at? For the Mayan calendar, I just desired to know a clear understanding from someone like you so I get a different understanding of it for my benefit. Okay. I shall consider it. Love Supernatural. I'm sorry, white. It made me hate myself. I'm a real open thinker. That's why I'm here. Still love y'all. So your name gave it away that you were white. I kind of knew that. I knew that. Your name gave it away. Not only did your name give it away, but you said cheers. So I'm assuming you're across the pond. Okay? So, yeah. It's all good. Super is raw. Sandman season 2 is interesting so far. Ani did say that. Ani Osaru, he did say that. He said Sandman was all that. I got so many shows I need to, catch up on. Sonic, the Sonic Grimoire is what I want to bring y'all attention to. Oh. 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 Wow. I'm looking at this comment, y'all. That's why I say you very well might be a sister in that white body. Oh, I'm not gonna respond to that. I am not gonna respond. I don't think I could find it, but give me some time. I'm gonna put it up there. All right. So I'm trying to get to this the Sonic Grimoire, y'all. Sonic Grimoire. I keep losing my thoughts here. All right. Sonic Grimoire by Charles Casimano. Okay. Let's start with his introduction. I began as a magician. I studied Kabbalah before Madonna was even heard of. I summoned demons to my service and aid while still a boy. I created talismans and used words of power unheard of before or since. And I did this for years before I hit upon sonics. But I came to science by way of magic and thus never fell into the trap of thinking in a hard science, for such was the era of its founders. Even now, there are those who tape pictures printed from a digital camera to a computer screen with a moving GIF and think they are somehow doing science. Well, let them. We know better. Sonics is magic, and magic is not a science. It is an art. Sonics is magic, and magic is not a science. It is an art. It is the way of making things happen that would not happen any other way. It is the way of wonders and miracles and things that go boom in the night. It is the power that speaks the truth, and truth gives way before it. It is the creation of reality, and it is a power that all can wield if they are willing to take the time and trouble. Fortunately, with Sonics, that time and trouble can be minimized. But this work is a grimoire, which means it is concerned with two aspects of magic: the evoking of spirits and the powers thereof, and the use of talismans to contain and direct those powers to serve the ends of the magician. It makes no pretense of spiritual advancement. It is purely concerned with earthly ends and human ends. You will not become enlightened from this, but you will be as God beyond the need of knowing good and evil. I love how straightforward that is. You know what I mean? It makes no qualms about what magic actually is. Magic used to be very expensive, and for that reason, in the good old days, magicians were from the best class of society. It cost a lot of money to get the tools and the robes and the books and the place to work undisturbed, something that the worthless peasantry could not afford, and it would not do them any good because even if they could afford it, they could not read the books. A country which could be illiterate. A magician needed education. Ugh. Pardon me just a second. Jesus. All right. So okay, I'm gonna stop there. We stop right there. Go. Um. Old Charles Casamano is raw. Yes, very. Not across the pond, Asheville, North Carolina. Okay, so I was wrong on that one. Love that comment. All men start out as women. Yes. Ah, spelled his name wrong, but yeah, his books are good. Indeed, they are. I meant she was probably just raised in a white family, not even knowing. Okay. All righty. Okay. So be it. So Ari Spears says he'd had sex with a white girl on top of Umar Johnson while eating ham sandwich. Damn, that's crazy. One more. Let's see. Menus of the God. No, not that one. I gave y'all that one. Which way? Ah. Just always use discernment. You always hear me say. Cross Keys by Michael Secchitelli, who also wrote, if I'm not mistaken, he wrote the book of Abrasics. Okay, the book of Abrasics. Excuse me. Cross Keys. That's this book right here. Okay. He got evocations. He got the great exorcism, spells and counter spells. For those who was asking about return to sender spells, there you go. Let's go there. All right. For lifting any spell and summoning the person who has caused harm. Look at this first description, y'all. Look at that. Look at what that says. It says, take the heart of a dead animal, taking care not to make a single wound to it, and put it upon a clean plate. Then you get 9 thorns from a hawthorn and proceed as follows. You pierce the heart with one of the thorns, saying, Adigaba, Adibaga, Sabaoth, Adonai, Contra, Ratout, Prisons, Pararunt, Fini, Unixio, Paracle, Gosum. That is Latin. Yeah, so obviously you can't do that. You know what I mean? But this is why I say most of the old grimoires, especially, were coded. Okay. This is why I say that, because you obviously can't do that. You obviously can't burn a black rooster or a cat or take out the eyes. Some of the horrible descriptions in the older grimoires are just codes. That's it. You know what I'm saying? It is up to you to figure out. And so this is why the modern day grimoires, the modern authors, they don't do that. They just come straight out and say, do this, 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 and this. You know what I'm saying? Um, no, I get that. Chat is the chat sometimes. Okay. Man, Abraxas been coming up a lot. Speaking of Abraxas, the Gnostic text, the book of Abraxas is great. It has a couple of spells in there from the PGM, which is the Greek magical papyri, one of the best spell books for the practicing magician. You know what I mean? The book of Abraxas. And John Wick is on right now. Shout out to you, William West. I'm not gonna say I love you because I don't know you, but okay, thank you. I need a children's heart quickly. What grimoire is this? It's called Cross Keys by Michael Secchitelli. However you say that shit. Barbarous tongues too. Yes, yes. When speaking spells with barbarous tongues, just do the best that you can. Early on in my career, I used to worry about if am I saying this right? Just do the best you can. I'm gonna go to a Hispanic store. They got all they need. I'm gonna get my heart. All right, do what you got to do. You're right though. The Hispanic stores, they will have all kinds of blood and all kinds of shit that you need in there. So good luck with that, buddy. I was bought this. They actually doing some of that. I was bought this from of them because they get wild. Yeah, they get wild. They really the stuff that you see from the ancient Greeks. You be like, what the fuck? What am I supposed? How am I supposed to do that? Improvise. I mean, you got to get creative when it comes to those. Otherwise, you just get the modern day ones. Those are more straightforward, especially Bal Cadman. His are very straightforward. However, he leaves out a lot of details. That's my dude. I fucks with him. He leaves out a lot of details. See what I'm saying? So that's my time for today. As always, thank you for joining me. I appreciate y'all. Okay. Don't forget, next time Ani joins me, Ani Osaru, we will be talking extensively about anime. Okay. I am enjoying Solo Leveling, Black Clover, Hunter x Hunter, One Piece. I am enjoying these. Did I count 4? 5. I got to get to Hell's Paradise and Lazarus as well. Okay. Let's see. I thought this was Marie Grimoire. That book is something. Marie Laveau's Grimoire. There's several grimoires attributed to Marie Laveau. My dear friend Denise Alvarado has written one called the Marie Laveau Spellbook. I think that's the name of it. It's up there somewhere on my bookshelf. Is the Abraxas book free? Is it free? Depends on where you get it. It's not free, no. Unless I put it in my Patreon. I don't know where you get it. That's a specific publisher. The Book of Abraxas. They charge. I'm pretty sure it's not free. If you get the PDF, no. I mean, yes, it's free. But the actual physical book, you have to pay for that. Thank you, sir. Peace, peace, peace. I appreciate you all. Y'all have a great rest of the day, rest of the weekend. I am the one and only. There's only one Magick LaCroix. See y'all next time. As I greet you in peace, as always. Namaste. Peace, y'all.